Ok?
Mas é. Sí, tapame mi cámara ya.
Quando o sol se pôs, pensei em nós dois. Foi a alma que morreu. Tudo escureceu, bem ao meio-dia. Foi no apogeu, quem diria? Se foi uma ilusão, porque some o chão. Foi um sonho que morreu. Se o que acabou nunca existiu, de onde vem a dor?
Give me love, give me all your love. Oh, 'cause I want you. No one else makes me feel this way. Don't know what you do. Hold my hand, could you hold my hand? Look me in the eyes. You and me, yeah, that's all I need. And I'll be alright. I'll be right here. I swear that I'll stay here with you. Hold me closer. I wanna stay here with you. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. Be who you are and you'll be enough. If you're giving me your love, giving me your love. All that we have is each other now. Promise you won't leave my side. I hope who I am is enough for you. If I'm giving you my love, giving you my love, love. Tell me what you wanna do. I'll do anything. As long as I can be here with you, everything's alright. I'll be right here. I swear that I'll stay here with you. Hold me closer. I wanna stay here with you. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. Be who you are and you'll be enough. If you're giving me your love, giving me your love. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. I hope who I am is enough for you. If I'm giving you my love, giving you my love, love, love. Give me love, give me all your love, give me all your love. Give me love, give me all your love, give me all your love. Give me love, give me all your love, give me all your love. Give me love, give me all your love, give me all your love.
Sligahan, and then in Skonster there's the ferry. So
Right.
you see the signs for the boats and all that. After that, I think maybe on this bend here, was Skonster. After that it's Skonster.
Prawie nie czuję, to prawie doszło.